and welcome back to Up Ready and Wild. I'm Maddie, and I did a video yesterday about the contents of my bug out bag, and I did kind of a full unboxing of the whole thing. So now I've kind of got everything laid out. I also added a few other items that I'm going to go over today, and I'm going to kind of list them off sort of in order of importance, because this can be really overwhelming when you're trying to buy this stuff all at once. And I'm just going to try and show you how to break it down kind of in order of importance to see where to start buying things. And I also have some prices for things too. So first and foremost, like I said, talked about yesterday, your most important tool is to get yourself a backpack. Good backpack. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. It could be $5. You can get it at Goodwill, you can get it second hand. You can find something on clearance. I have here, this is the Mossy Oak Field Line Molly Pack backpack. This is lots of pockets, lots of places to put things. Plus you can lash a lot of things to the outside and connect a lot of things to the outside too, which makes this a really nice, convenient backpack. It has some really sturdy zippers on it too, so they're not just going to kind of split or come apart on you too, so that's a good one. The next thing you want to do is to be able to get yourself a good knife. That's something that's very important. It doesn't matter what your situation is, you're going to need a good knife. So I have here a few options. Now it doesn't matter if you can only afford a few bucks. This right here, this multi-tool, I had showed this yesterday. It's just a standard multi-tool. Has spring-fed pliers, a couple of blades, serrated blade, straight blade, various little things in here, screwdriver bits, a little saw piece here too, and a file on the other side. And it's a cheap multi-tool. I got this at Walmart for $3.44 plus tax. Comes in a nice little case here. You can put it on your belt. This is Ozark Trail brand. Now, this is not as good as a Leatherman, but this is better than not having anything. So if you can only afford, you know, $4 for something, this is definitely a good option. So you can buy this, put this in your pack, and then come back later on when you can afford to spend the money on something better, because this is better than nothing. And then once you do spend your money on something better, this is always a really great backup to have. This is also another little knife here that I have, just a standard little folding blade, serrated edge here near the bottom here. It's a nice little compact knife. This was in a 2-pack, came with a smaller knife as well. This is one that is one of my personal use ones that I keep on me, that I carry pretty much all the time. It's nice, has a nice little belt clip here. These run for about $7 for the 2-pack itself. It is a cheap knife, but I'd rather have a dozen of these on hand because they're easy to come by. And this is a good option to keep in your pack, something you can clip to the outside, keep on you. I also am going to show you my other personal knives here. This is a folding K-bar. My folding K-bar knife I have here. This retails for about $30–40, so it is a little pricier, but it is a very sturdy, durable knife that is going to take you places. I carry this one usually when I go out hiking and stuff, but this is one I keep in my car because it's legal to have in my vehicle. One thing you want to be careful of when you're buying knives is keep it under the legal limit. This one is smaller than the palm of my hand, and I have tiny hands, so. But don't let the size fool you. This is a very nice knife. I mentioned this one yesterday. This is my multi-tool that I carry every day. You're going to be hard-pressed to not find me carrying this tool. This is a Leatherman Juice S2. They do carry these, and these are a bit pricey. This is about $87, I believe, for this one. Has lots of little attachments in it. It's also magnetic, which I kind of liked, but I needed something that was smaller that I could keep in my pockets since I'm a lady and lady jeans don't have very much room in pockets to carry stuff like this. So I want to keep it in my pocket, so this was the option that I chose. And those are some great options. You can go to Walmart. I was there earlier today and I found several really nice knives that would be great for a pack like this for under $10. So it doesn't matter if you spend $300 or $5. The most important thing is that you have a knife of some sort in your pack. And like I said, you can always come back later on when you can afford to put something more expensive in your pack and add it in. And then have something like this as a backup. That's always nice to have too. Another thing that's really important to do is to be able to filter your water. They have these things here. They're called Sawyer straws. I went over these in my previous video. You can get these at Walmart. This is the Sawyer Straw Mini, and you can get this one for $20 at Walmart. Comes with a bladder that attaches to it, or This can also screw on to the top of a disposable water bottle. You can find those just about anywhere these days. And this fits pretty much most of them. It's pretty standard, like pop bottle size, top size too. So you can fit this right on the top of that. So you can fill up that bottle with water, screw this right to the top, and you can drink right straight from the top of the straw here. Or you can add it into your water bottle that you have on hand. I actually don't have my water bottle up here today because I was drinking out of it and it's downstairs. I have several of those though, so keep those on hand. So you want to make sure that you have something to be able to filter your water with. And this is a great option. They do have another larger option which can also connect right to your water bladder hose. And it comes with a couple of these bladders and a couple of bigger ones. And that one is $30. But I chose this one, this small mini one here, just because I know we live somewhere where I'll be able to find fresh water, and this is kind of more for finding things like puddles and things like that, streams where things need to be filtered out a little bit more than just boiling the water. So this is a good option for that. You also need to be able to have food and to be able to cook your food. I have a couple of food options. I keep 2 MREs and then a couple of packs of ramen noodles in my pack. Not exactly the best for you, like I said, but if college kids can do it, why can't you do it when you're bugging out? So this is a good option to keep on hand. It'll fill your belly up. But if you don't have if you don't have access to MREs, you can put your own together very easily. There are lots of how-tos. If you go on Pinterest, it tell you lots of different options to be able to put your own MREs together. I also showed you yesterday this small wire saw here to be able to cut through stuff. Well, I actually managed to get this one out today. This is a handheld chainsaw. Pull it out. It comes with this nice little plastic bag here. It's kind of got a Ziploc thing on top, but it has a nice little ring up at the top so you can clip it to things. So it's fairly long, fairly decent size, and yes, it is a handheld chainsaw. You got 2 sturdy fabric handles here, and you can saw through logs. Now this is great for your cutting down trees for firewood, cutting down trees for shelter. There's lots of different uses you can come up with this, but this is a really great option to have on hand. But this option will do you just fine. This one retails for about $3 to $5. I can't remember exactly, but the handheld chainsaw here retails for about $10 at Walmart. The next things you're going to be able to need to do is to be able to have light for yourself, because it is going to get dark and it's going to be very difficult for you to navigate places without being able to see where you're going. I had shown this flashlight here. This is a small tactical flashlight. It is 300 lumens. You can get these on Amazon. You can get a 4-pack for $19 or a 2-pack for $12. So those are a nice little option. But if you can't afford something like that, something like this will work just fine. This is a small little headlamp that I got at Walmart for $1. Now granted, keep in mind, one of the most important things to remember is this is a 3-day pack. The things in here, some of it is for a little bit longer term, some things you can use longer than 3 days, but this is just to kind of get you through until you can find something else. Because after that 3 days, you're going to be out of food, you need to be able to find other places, other things to be able to get, supplies. So this really only needs to last you 3 days, and for $1 at Walmart, you really can't beat it. You need to be able to make a fire for yourself, to be able to keep yourself warm, prepare food. Having several different options in your pack of how to make a fire is a really, really good idea. For me, I keep 2 boxes of matches. Each box has 32 matches in it. I keep a lighter. I also keep this fire disc, which I can break apart really easy to help start a fire. It's something that's soft. It's kind of soft feeling and it's really easy to break apart. I also keep good old-fashioned dryer lint. So if you can't afford to go buy this fire disc, I did get this at Walmart for $1. But even if you can't find something like this, you really don't have to go far. Go ahead and go look in your dryer, and this right here is all you need. This is dryer lint. It is extremely flammable, very easy to start. So this is a really good option here. Just need a Ziploc bag and some dryer lint. I also keep, this is my little Sparky. It is a small flint and steel thing. It's very compact. All you have to do is give it a little squeeze, and this top piece pushes out, and with a little bit of pressure as you pull down, it sparks. So all you have to do is take that, give it a press right back inside, stays nice and tight and compact. You can keep it on a lanyard, and it's something that's easy to keep in your pocket. Like I said, clip it to your lanyard, clip it to your bag. just so you always have it with you, because you never know where you're going to be, what's going to happen. I just like to have lots of different options to start a fire in my bag. You need to be able to keep yourself clean. Cleanliness is important on the trail too. Just because you're bugging out doesn't mean you can't take care of yourself. Granted, this is not super high on the list. Obviously food, water, and being able to carry your things and to make fire are the most important things. But this here is a little toothbrush kit. It comes with a toothbrush, a small tube of toothpaste, and a little toothbrush cap here. I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. It's a Dr. Fresh travel kit. So you really don't have to spend too much money on this stuff. So this was $1 here. Bar soap. I got a 3-pack for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Bar soap is good for many things. You need to be able to have, there's these cleaning cloths here. I have one for personal hygiene and one for cleaning dishes, things like that. This here is biodegradable. It's rinse-free hair and body wash. So you don't actually have to rinse away. You can wash yourself down with this and you don't actually have to have water to clean yourself up. You just have to kind of towel it off, towel dry. And you keep it relatively clean. Sticky deodorant, also got this for $1. This I got at Walmart for $3. Some sunscreen, got a nice decent little bottle of sunblock here, SPF 50 at the Dollar Tree for $1. I have long hair and I need to be able to keep it brushed and keep it out of my hair without having too much weighing me down. So I found this little compact brush at the dollar store. It also has a little signal mirror, a little mirror on the back that I can use for a signal mirror. These here are antibacterial travel wipes. I also got these at the dollar store. They kill a lot of germs. It's good for areas where you're going to be preparing food. I did not mention this when I was mentioning my other food things, but I also have here this collapsible cup. Got this at Walmart for $3–4. Nice for making soup, drinking soup, drinking water, whatever you need to drink out. Just something quick right here to put things in, whatever you need a cup for. I also have my cookware set. This set is retails at Walmart for $10. It's $9.88 plus tax, and it comes with 2 pots that nestle right inside of each other. They have silicone handles here because you need to be able to cook your food. You need to be able to boil water. You need to be able to sustain yourself. So this lid fits both pots, and it comes in a nice mesh carrying bag, and I keep this lashed to the outside of my backpack. There's this cup here, which is a same design as the pots and pans set that I also got at Walmart for $5. And this, I really like this because it fits right perfectly down inside my cookware set. So it doesn't take up a whole lot more space. I also have my camp stove here. It is a sterno stove. This small collar thing fits right on the top of any standard sterno can. Kind of snaps on there too, there's little divots. And this fits right on top of here. And you can set your cookware right on top. Even your cup. This cup here is great because you can boil just that as well. So you can cook just about anything on top of that. It will take you a while, but you can boil water with this, heat up food, stuff like that. It gives you some options. If you're in a position where you can't make a fire, and you need to be able to prepare your food, or like I said, heat up water or something, it's an option that's available. So those are the main things that are kind of really important, like the main super important things. You need to be able to have a backpack to carry your things. You need to be able to start a fire to cook your food. You need to cook your food in or to boil water. Food. Also a good necessity, and you need to be able to see where you're going, be able to see in the dark, because if you're out in the middle of the woods, you need to be able to see if there's any dangers around you too. Also, personal hygiene, it's important to keep yourself clean even in those 3 days. Now I'm going to kind of move on to some things that are not as super important. If you can only get some things, like I said, kind of start your way from this side of the table and kind of work your way this way. Good backpack, good knife, even if it's just a couple of bucks. You need a good knife, food. You can kind of find food along the way, but these are most important things. I'm kind of working this way. So, like I said, I've kind of listed some prices off of the things that I picked up. You can nickel and dime this. This is not something that I just went out and bought overnight. This is stuff that I have been accumulating for over a few months' time. I have here a small roll of clothes. Has some undergarments, extra socks, t-shirt, and a pair of sweatpants all rubber banded together. My rusty trusty giant rubber bands. along with a nice sturdy bandana too, because you need to be able to change your clothes so you can wash the things you're wearing, or if these get destroyed or whatever, you need to have something to change into. I also have here a trowel. This is a really handy tool that I suggest that you add. It's good for digging latrine, digging hole, digging things up, whatever you need to dig. You have a trowel to do so. You have here some zip strips. They're really great for lashing things to your bag. If you need to make a shelter of some sort and you need to be able to kind of loop things along, these are really great for a lot of things. A deck of playing cards. You don't have TV, you don't have Xbox. These are a really safe way to go to keep yourself occupied because you're going to get bored. I suggest you learn how to play solitaire. This here is a tarp. Now, just a great tarp. I got this tarp here at the Dollar Tree. This tarp cost me $1. It is a 4x6 piece of tarp. It's actually a decent quality tarp here. This is great for going over a shelter or laying on the ground or covering your gear. Whatever you need a tarp for, to be able to keep it safe from the rain, anything like that. This is a good option. Like I said, I got this at the dollar store. It's 4x6, $1 for this. This is a Stay Cool towel. This is a convenience. It really truly is. But it's something that is handy to have. This was a 2-pack. 2 of these side by side for $4.50 at Walmart. They were on clearance though. I also got some bungee cords here. These I got at the dollar store. There's 3 different sizes. Bungee cords. I use these mainly to lash things to my pack. This is actually for my bedroll. I lash it to the bottom of my pack with this one. This one here doesn't really have a home yet, but I keep it because you never know. This small one here I use to lash my pots and pans to the outside of my pack. I also have in here some garbage bags. Garbage bags are important. You never know what you're going to need to carry along. If you find something that's not going to fit in your pack, but you need to carry it, garbage bags are good. Also, to clean up your garbage because the environment is important. I also have here, this is just a small little spool of fishing line, excuse me. 12 pounds, about 100 yards. I got this at Walmart for just a couple of bucks. This has many, many uses besides just fishing, so it's nice to keep in your pack. You can braid it together and make, snares, traps, things like that. Plus it's hard for animals to see, just kind of floating around. So this has many uses and something that doesn't cost very much. You can kind of toss in your pack. A good sewing kit is important. You need to be able to stitch up your clothes, stitch up your pack if something happens. If you get, a good serious cut, you can also stitch that up with a sewing kit. A good pair of binoculars. You can get a decent pair of binoculars at Walmart for just a couple of bucks, $5, $6. They have some really nice, decent ones like this for about $10. They also at Walmart have a binocular compass combination. I believe it's about $7. There's a few things. One thing that's really important to have is first aid stuff. But first aid stuff doesn't have to be expensive to get. You can get a lot of first aid things at the Dollar Tree, like anti-diarrheal meds, Neosporin, bandages. This is an Ace wrap that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's good for splinting things, lashing things together. There's lots of different uses for stuff like this. I also have this little box here. Now this stuff is kind of convenience, but stuff that I really wouldn't want to be without. So I keep it in my bag. And a lot of this stuff I got, I think actually all of this stuff pretty much I got at the Dollar Tree. This is a small bottle of hand sanitizer, good for disinfecting cuts, keeping your hands clean. This here is a pill sorter, but I put seasonings in it, different salts, pepper, chili powder, stuff like that. Keeps things nice and tight and compact and keeps it together. And that way you're not, taking up valuable space in your bag with bigger things, but it's also kind of convenient to have things to season your food with. We don't have to live like a total barbarian, but so if you can manage it, like I said, I got this pill sorter at the dollar store for $1, and I just added my own seasonings for my kitchen in it. I got a big multi-pack of tissues, soft tissues here. I'm at the dollar stores, and these are, they come in handy. You're going to have runny noses, you never know. Once again, I talked about the triple antibiotic ointment, Neosporin. I got this at the dollar store, nice little tube of triple antibiotic ointment. This is artificial tears. I wear glasses and I wear contacts, and I kind of have sensitive eyes sometimes. They get kind of dry, so it's nice to be able to have something like this, even to use as a flush if you get something in your eye. I got a 4-pack of glow sticks at the dollar store, some decent little glow sticks. These are really nice. They have a lot of different uses. If you're up somewhere and it's dark and you need to see how far down it is, you can snap one of these and drop it and figure out how far you are. I have a pack of These are 4 emergency candles. They burn for about 6 hours each. I got a pack of these, a full pack of these, and I believe there's 6 in a pack. I got a full pack of these for $1 at the dollar store too, and they're really nice candles. I use these other than just bugging out. I buy some for home use too. Super glue, I got a couple of packs of these. There's a 2-pack of super glue. Nice little convenient bottle here. Got that also at the dollar store. So it was 2 for $1 for a nice little bottle of super glue. Magnifying lens, you can get these online for like a dozen for just a few bucks. And these are nice. So once again, they're kind of another mode of starting a fire. Just magnifying things too. This is a small fishing kit I put together. It has 3 hooks and a few sinkers, as well as some fishing line inside of it here. Just for that, simply a fishing kit. You can use it for other things though. It has multiple uses. This is a set of rain gear here. It's good sturdy vinyl rain gear, very waterproof. This is a pair of pants and a rain jacket. I got this for clearance at Walmart for $11 during hunting season, but they're usually 15 bucks for this set, so still not bad. I also have a couple of tools here. I have this screwdriver set that comes along with, in the handle, has several different bits. It also has a couple of socket options as well, so that's kind of handy to have. I got this at the dollar store. Once again, your tools don't have to last you a really long time because this is just a 3-day pack. So this little thing here can come in handy. Also with that, I got this little baby hacksaw. Also got that at the dollar store. Once again, may not be the most durable thing in the world, but it was $1. And it's small, it's compact, and it'll come in handy if you need it. I also got this tiny crowbar at the dollar store, $1, and this is actually pretty sturdy. Get in places, break things apart. Heck, use it for defense if you have to. I think that pretty much, Mylar bags. I think these are pretty important. I think everybody needs to carry a Mylar safety rescue blanket, emergency blanket in their pack. It's good for a lot of things. You can use this to collect water. You can use this to reflect heat from your fire back at you. So if you make a shelter with your tarp here, but the back is open or it's cold, you can turn this around on the inside and reflect the heat that's coming from your fire in front of you to behind you as well. So you can kind of warm all around. So that's pretty important. Flag tape and duct tape. Flag tape is really great if you're out somewhere and you need to be able to get back. You need to be able to know where you've been. So flag tape is a good option if you're in unfamiliar woods. You can make a trail back to wherever you need to be. Everything they say about duct tape is true. Get yourself a roll of duct tape. This small roll of duct tape here cost me $1. Got this at Dollar Tree as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of different things here, but it does not have to be super expensive to do. A lot of these things I got at the Dollar Tree, and I kind of listed these things out by order of importance here. So go ahead and go back and kind of watch it, and you can nickel and dime this stuff. You can start off with a backpack. Get yourself a backpack. From there, you can move on and start, get yourself a good knife, or even just a cheap knife. Just get a knife to go in your backpack, and then different modes to start a fire. Get yourself a lighter and a Ziploc bag full of dry lint. You've got a fire starter right there. Then you can move on to packing some different food. You can make your own MREs. You can pack some tuna fish and ramen noodles and peanut butter. Doesn't matter. You can put those things all together and toss them in your bag. You're not going to spend a ton of money on this. You can kind of nickel and dime things. Start off with the important things first. Backpack, good knife, food, fire source, things like that, and just kind of work your way up. You don't have to spend a ton of money right off the bat. If you can just spend $5 at the dollar store here and there and get yourself, a few items, that's better than nothing. So go ahead and check out the rest of the videos. I did the unboxing of my bug out bag in my previous videos, so go ahead and take a look at that. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at readywild@gmail.com. Any questions or suggestions even, go ahead and shoot me a message and I'll be happy to answer questions or give you a little more info on the things that I have in my bag here. There's a few items on here that I didn't go over that aren't the most important things in the world, but I do have a few more things that I could go over, but I kind of was shooting for the important things today. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email. And as always, stay wild and tune in for our next episode where I'm going to be going over bug out bags for children. Okay, so thanks for watching.